Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Majorly Minor Podcast. I'm your host, Maris Janahi, and today I wanted to talk about your set list. So whenever I go to a concert, I always look up the set list beforehand because I'm curious to see how that particular artist sees their own catalog of music, especially when it's a music artist who's had a long, successful career. Because even if they've been around for 2 to 3 decades, and even if they've recorded hundreds of songs or a dozen albums, they will still condense their collection of music into a concise 2-hour set with roughly 20 songs. No matter how many things they've done, they'll still pick their greatest hits. And I think this idea of having a set list is the perfect metaphor for how creatives should view their career. See, a lot of creatives tend to hyper-focus on what they're working on at this current moment. And they think that everything they're doing right now should be their most successful thing. But once some time has passed and they've had a chance to reflect and look at it objectively, they usually realize that some of the things they did were successful, but some of them didn't really pan out. And then after more time has passed, it gets condensed even further. You look back and realize that maybe only a handful of things were successful, and everything else was somewhere along the spectrum. Until finally, you're left with this tapestry of all the things you created over the course of your career. And sure, you'll have your greatest hits, the things that you're most proud of, but you'll also have all those other moments as well, which should make you just as proud. Because ultimately what you'll start to understand is that if it wasn't for all those other moments, all those ideas you had that weren't so great, then you would have never had the most successful ones. To use the same music metaphor, if you want your set list to have all the greatest hits, you need to have the deep cuts as well. If you're creating something right now and only look at it in the present, then you won't be able to imagine it in the context of what you've already done and what you will do later on. Sometimes you have to zoom out and look at your whole career to really figure out your set list and what your 20 songs are going to be. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll be back with another episode soon. Subscribe to the podcast if you'd like, and thanks for listening. All right, see you later.